Hey.
What's up? What's up?
Here we are.
We are. We back.
We're balling today.
Yeah.
We're ready.
We're so ready.
We are ready. We've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now. I couldn't even sleep yesterday because I just couldn't wait to talk about it.
And what might be troubling Kelly's white mind?
Well, you put it that way.
Let's just put that out there. No.
Well, yes, I'm white, in case you didn't notice. I'm glad you pointed that out.
The elephant in the room, you know.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh, that's why
okay.
I'm black.
Yeah, I didn't know it because I don't see color.
Oh, yeah, I'm blind as hell. You know,
I don't see color like when I look at people.
Whatever. Yeah. However, people do not think that way. Okay, so let's be clear.
Well, apparently you do, because
I do. When it comes to Christmas, I don't see color. I just see the spirit of Christmas. It can be a green elf, and I'm like,
listen,
an elf.
Santa Claus is white. In case you didn't notice, Santa Claus
Y'all
is
saw my face
white.
in the way I just.
He's white. Santa is white. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about. No, per the way that history has depicted him for centuries. He's white.
Meaning his story, meaning not necessarily factual, but just what he believes.
He's white.
I mean,
who's he?
And they also told me that if I step on a crack, I break my mom's back, and her back is fine. Okay, so we can't believe just because it's down the history.
Hey, look. He is always been white. We're gonna unfold this today, right?
That is a factual thing, and that is what we are unfolding.
Yes, we're unfolding this today.
The mystical mysteries of a black or white Santa. And I will play Michael Jackson, but we ain't trying to get sued. But black or white, But it's black. It's white. Yeah. But
okay.
I'll let you start.
You're gonna let me start. Okay, so we've been having this conversation for weeks now because I honestly don't even know where to start because it's like I'm looking at this tablecloth and the nutcrackers are white on this tablecloth.
But the nutcracker's in a person.
This is why we've been going back and forth.
This is where we go back and forth. So since Kelly doesn't want to lay it out for you guys,
yes, you lay it out.
I'll lay it out. So. My husband works for retail. He happened to mention to me once that a lot of his customers were complaining that there was not a representation of a black Santa or a black nutcracker or a black elf on a shelf. And I was...
That poor elf on the shelf got to be white. That mischievous little, massive little fucker is white.
Like an elf on the shelf.
He's a little inmate,
I'm just like... What? And I was really confused when he was saying it at first because I was like, I never thought about that. I don't go to the store specifically for a black anything in that necessary unless it's like the color black, But when it comes to race, I'm not like, oh, let me go in here and get this black Santa. Well, I'm only representing black Santa this year because I'm black. My everything we teach is about black. I personally do not get that. As far as what color Santa is, an elf is, anything of that nature never really stuck with me in that way. It wasn't crammed down my throat as a kid like, you have to represent blackness for Christmas. There is a black Santa and there's a black elf. Like, there was never any indication of honoring that to that degree.
But there is what do you want to call it? Like a group of people that do.
Yeah, absolutely. They want my husband's store. They exist. I just didn't know that they were so heavily opinionated.
On the opposite end of that, though, seriously, let's talk about this. I don't go to the store looking for a black Santa.
I mean, but also
I'm going to the store looking for a white Santa. Okay.
What you said about your thoughts of.
Well, I'm not okay. I'm not going to put. I pointed to this because I saw a picture this big of Santa, and yes, he was white. If he were black, I would have chose the white one, not because I'm racist, but because I grew up. Santa's always been white. It doesn't matter. Now, if Santa was black and I was taught that he was black, Of course, I would hang a black Santa.
So that's where I would say choice comes in, but it's really a nature versus nurture to me.
Yes, there you go.
I wasn't
that makes
nurtured to represent only black Santa.
Well, neither was I.
Nurtured to just embody the spirit of Christmas. And let's just point out my biggest fact about this whole damn argument. Santa ain't even real. So he's a figment of our imagination.
Actually, he was a real person. The Germans.
He was a real person, but he wasn't jumping down chimneys and giving people damn gifts.
No, so that's a made-up story.
Of what Santa is fake. So for us to have attached such strong opinions about an imaginary character, in which, as an imaginary character,
the Christian church did that.
I mean, the Christian church, but also this capitalist world that we live in did it as well. I mean, because when you think about Coca-Cola, when you think about any of these representations of Christmas, especially during the Christmas time, they show the commercials. It's a white Santa, but I'm not offended because Santa is Santa.
Well, Santa's always been white. Okay. Let's just put it out there.
It's
not racial. I'm not trying to.
Has been represented as white.
Represented as white. If you grow up and Santa's always been white, how are you going to just suddenly say, okay, Santa's black? He's not.
Well, that's because I can answer that in the sense of, because again, I understand the point of view on both things of wanting to represent what you've been taught, because that's the tradition of what it is. And then also growing up and realizing that there was a lack of representation for what you should be able to see. So that makes sense to when you grow up and you say, you know what, now I have a choice of what I can represent, and I'm choosing to represent something that is more identifiable to me. So I understand it. And again, let me make it clear, I am not shunning anybody for what color Santa's
Oh, no, me either. No, this
Santa,
is not about
Santa,
that.
All I care about. I just found it interesting that people are so headstrong about what is represented, when in general it's not about that at all. It's about the spirit of giving.
There's so much to unfold, as you say, in that subject, because if you wanted to visit the historical side of it, Santa was created by white people. Okay,
so why would he ever be black?
Why would he be black? He's just not. Moving forward to 2025 or even like 2018, I don't know when this, I guess in the civil rights they started to bring it up and stuff like that. I don't know.
Barbies and all of that.
Okay, we had that conversation.
We roll into all of the representation or the lack of representation.
Honestly, I think that is amazing. I do like that because
little girl
Barbie
should be able to see something that looks like her.
Absolutely, because white is not the only.
That is literally
not the only
Barbie that exists, or should be the only Barbie that exists.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is not the only representation of beauty, right? There are beautiful black women, there are beautiful white women, and little girls, definitely, baby dolls and things like that, totally agree.
But not
Santa. No, because Santa is a part of history. So we started going. I started talking about
a man-made history.
I know, but the thing is
lay out this.
Think about this.
For me
okay,
so I can understand why it's important.
Let's think about it this way. It's not important. It really isn't. But I understand it. So I said, okay, this was created 200-300 years ago. The concept of St. Nicholas and Christmas and the white guy happened, right?
Right.
Let's say 200 to 300 years from now, somebody is trying to say, why can't Obama be white? Because he's black. That's why. Because he's always been black. Well, we want a white president to represent us. Well, he ain't white. He's always been black. He's black.
I get what you're
it's
saying,
kind of off.
What you're reaching for, but that's a far reach, friend. That's a far reach.
But you can't make Santa black.
But
I mean, I guess you could because he's fantastical.
You can because again, the representation
yes.
of what Santa is and how it's been changed for capitalism. He can be anything.
He can. You're right.
Let's be clear. Santa don't exist. We're Santa. Every last one. I'm Santa, you are Santa, and we all been Santa. So Santa doesn't exist. Santa is who you are, because again, it's a spirit.
But Santa is white.
But when
He's always been white.
So it's funny because at the end of the day, this is a fantasy that was derived from something of history.
Don't get me wrong. You can make him black. Yes, you
so
can.
it was derived from something that was out of history, and that they embellished a little bit and add fluff to it. But but my biggest thing is it was never about Christmas.
What was it about?
The original Saint Nick.
Oh no! Exactly. I mean, it wasn't.
So the ideal of who Santa Claus is can be anything because they made it up too. Shit,
it is made up.
You know, like they made it up. So why can't anybody make it up? That's like the Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny can be anything but white if you want him to be. He could be a chocolate bunny or a grass
Tooth Fairy.
bunny.
Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, ain't nobody ever seen a
Tooth Fairy. Well, the Tooth Fairy's white.
Since when? Oh wow.
Well, I always saw the white
Breaking
tooth fairy.
news, people.
The tooth fairy is white.
That is some bullshit. Okay, the tooth fairy ain't never had a color. And see, that is the beauty of being self. I am a person who never associated color with certain ideology of what certain mythical creatures. I never thought about, okay, is the Easter Bunny black or white? You know, he's always late. Forget my age. Like, you know, I didn't put stereotypes and stuff like that.
You're saying because black people are late all the time?
It's been said that black people are late. We call it CP time, okay? Color people time.
Okay. See, I'm learning something.
Now look, there is no association to those stereotypes with these mystical creatures.
They know that.
So
Junior.
for me, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter if F on the shelf was the nutcracker.
No, that I don't care.
The nutcracker.
The nutcracker is pretty funny.
When they tell you, oh, I want a black nutcracker, oh, I want a white nutcracker, I'm like, he's not even a person. He's an object. He cracks nuts. This is his sole purpose of being created.
But you know what? They
nuts.
Don't even crack nuts.
Yeah, they don't.
I have looked
Not
at these
really
nutcrackers.
Good.
No,
there's some that actually do. Their mouth opens and closes, and they.
Some of them do, but the most part, those nutcrackers.
I mean, nowadays they're just decorative.
They're decorative. There's not even real nutcrackers.
Which now is why they want them to be a color, because see, the object of what it was supposed to be is no longer even functional.
I did see that video that I showed you.
Yeah, I mean
that was pretty funny.
I just don't get it. I don't get it, and I appreciate everybody's.
Look, I don't really care, because if you're in a black family, it would make sense for you to want a black Santa. It would, absolutely would. And it would also make sense
for this black person here to have a white Santa, because that's what's always been represented.
And that's what I love about you, Junior. You're just so open. I'm open too. I mean, obviously, I would be sitting here with Junior, who I consider, like, I've known him very short time, a year, and I consider him one of my best friends. I would share everything with him.
We do share everything.
And so for me, like, color isn't an issue, but this whole, like, going into a store and being like, oh, where's the black Santa? How come you don't got a black nutcracker? How come you got a black this?
I think
it's so
crazy.
It's stupid. It's really stupid.
I just find it to be very, very bizarre in a sense, because I was like, if you're looking for Christmas.
Well, they do make nutcrackers of every color.
Yeah, they absolutely do. So if it get
goddamn Five Below for not representing that shit.
They do. They represent it all. That's why I was confused.
Did you find a black nutcracker in Five Below?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
There was black nutcrackers in the Five Below I went to yesterday.
Okay.
They're everywhere.
I stand corrected.
They're everywhere. So again, as a consumer, and me just being petty, if you're looking for something and they don't have it, instead of complaining to the people about it, go to where it is.
Well, it's not a racial thing, though.
About somebody not having a representation of a black elf or a black Santa or a black.
Well, when we walked into Joe's Five Below yesterday, the first thing we saw was those 3 white nutcrackers. Real big ones. I was like, well, look at this. Look at these nutcrackers.
Were there any black ones in there?
No.
See?
I didn't see a black one.
It happens. You know why? Because it doesn't matter. It's just a nutcracker.
Pretty handsome, a black nutcracker.
At the end of the day, you're just supposed to be looking for a nutcracker.
It is. It's just a nutcracker.
I just, and the great thing about it is,
Well-
and I'm so petty again, because if you just really wanted a black one that damn bad, if you just wanted one that damn bad, get you a white nutcracker and paint his ass black, okay? I'm just saying, instead of complaining about it, there would be no complaints, because that white one that I wanted to be black, he'd be black, okay?
Yeah,
if he was in my house and I wanted him to be black,
Get yourself a little
he'd be
magic
black.
marker.
I would be up in there straight
up
up.
there like-
What is his name with the bigger hair? Peter, Paul,
Bob Ross.
Bob. I will be bobbing it, okay? Bobbing and making my nutcracker black.
Bob
But
Ross.
since they come in everything and I don't think about that, I just get a nutcracker. Because it's a representation of Christmas.
Right.
And that's what I think
And that's
people
what we're
are
talking
really
about, yeah.
missing.
Yeah.
And when you think about Christmas, it's not about how many presents you're getting. It's not even about what presents you're getting. Because when you really embody Christmas, it's about giving.
Well, it's
not
also
about getting at all.
celebrating the birth of Christ.
I mean, I'm not even going to
Well,
go down there
well,
with you.
no,
Kelly.
it-
We're not even going to play that game.
it
Because
is-
he wasn't even born on Christmas. And
Well, but me and
Christians have made it Christmas, and again, capitalism has made it about
They have,
that.
but do
The
you
birth
know
of Christ
that-
is definitely important, but they've changed that narrative.
do you know originally Christmas was pagan?
It is a pagan holiday. Don't say that out loud. Damn, Kelly. Do you want to scare off all the money? At the end of the day, people
It
don't
is.
want to believe that. They don't
Well,
believe
there's
that. And
this
I
really
think-
cool
actually, I said
documentary.
They don't want to
and-
believe it. They want to ignore that.
There's a cool documentary, you should probably watch it. It's The History of Christmas, and it goes all the way back to when the Christians and Christianity melded Christianity and paganism together
They said,
so that more
so
people
are going to keep ignoring our religion and they're going to keep doing this.
So
So
let's-
how about we just add it to it and
There you
infuse
go.
it, and at least we'll get
You
a
know
few
what?
stragglers around the road.
This dude right here is so fucking smart sometimes. I can't tell him anything. He already knows
It's,
everything.
it's almost common sense because I mean, if you can't beat them, you join them. And
Right,
that's
well,
kinda
that's
that
what they
was,
did.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, it's kind of like the Christmas tree. But yeah, so the black versus white Santa. I will tell you, I don't prefer either or. However, I was brought up on a white Santa. So for me, and I am white, so it makes sense for me to celebrate Christmas with the white Santa.
If I'm
However-
being honest, there's not even a Santa in my house. So
Well, I don't have a Santa
you
in
know,
my house
I
either,
don't
but I do have
care.
plenty of gnomes. But my best friend
Are
growing
they
up,
black or white?
one of my little best friends growing up was black. Her name was Penny. And we spent a lot of time together. So I don't see color either. Like, I don't. I don't want people to think that. But when it comes to complaining because you can't find a black Santa, I'm like, Santa's not black anyways. He's white. But...
So, and then what I have to, but then I have
And then
to-
this is what
and
we
then
go
I
through,
have to
back and
correct
forth,
that because
round
I'm
and
like
round.
he's only white
Round and
because
round.
that's what they pushed him to be, and as far as
Well,
the
but he's got to be
advertisement of
something.
it.
He's got to be
I mean,
something.
he
So
could be
why
a
in the
Glenn
center
Fire.
of
He could
fucking
be a Glenn
Germany?
Fire, and that'll be fine.
Why
He
in
could
the
be
middle?
blackface.
Why in the middle of Germany are they going to make Santa black?
I'll just say
They
this.
chose white because they're
So
white.
Here's the thing.
He's
Again,
white.
We're gonna go back to this final answer. The final answer to this is Santa don't even exist. We are
Oh.
Santa.
Yeah,
So,
well, we do make
technically,
Santa.
ain't white. He whatever color you are
Well,
when you buying those gifts to put under your tree for
Saint
your
Nick was
people.
white, and I'm still gonna stick to that.
Saint Nick was white. I
He
mean,
was white.
Literally, the story of who Saint Nick is, he
Mhm.
was white. That is
Mhm.
true. However, he wasn't going down no damn chimneys. But again,
Nobody goes down a goddamn chimney, and those kids, I mean, they were naughty.
The one thing
I'm
I
just
will
kidding.
say is, overall, it's all about the spirit of Christmas. I enjoy a lot of the nostalgia things about Christmas that, they show on TV, the 25 Days of Christmas, so you get to see all
You need
the
to hang out with
old
Gina.
school Christmas movies that
Gina
you
wants
love.
to watch all those things.
Yes, me and my husband been watching them.
You know, I
faithfully.
know I don't watch them.
Oh my gosh.
If
And
it's
you
too
call
fantastical,
yourself-
it's done.
Look, and I was like, you call yourself a Christian, okay?
Listen, I like Christmas. It's my favorite holiday, but it's all about the giving. I don't have to watch 25 Days of Christmas. I don't
That's
care.
how you get in the spirit
No,
of
it's
giving.
movies. No, I'm in the spirit of giving every day, all day. I don't need a movie to make me that way.
Well,
Honestly,
amen
I
to
don't.
that. Honestly,
I don't. I
I
love
have
to give.
I'm sorry.
You know how I am. I'm like, here, let me
I
get you
gotta
this.
hear the ooh. If I don't hear that,
What is that?
Exactly. See, you ain't got the Christmas spirit.
What is
All
it?
my viewers, if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay.
I'm hearing.
If you don't hear no Merry Christmas in some harmonies, Okay, and you don't get to put up your Christmas tree with your lights, and you're running around cooking, and on mute you have the traditional movies going on.
Yes,
you haven't seen them before, so you know what they're saying. I'm gonna play it for you outside of this show so that you can join
for me it's like
the true Christmas call.
Night.
I know you
Holy
you are the one that are used to the.
Look what you done did. Oh my God. He set up a schnauzer frenzy. Okay?
It's fake, guys.
This is who I have. You see? So they know the carolers are at the door, don't they? Silent night. Actually, was that supposed to happen today? Something in our neighborhood was supposed to happen today.
Christmas carols are not good.
They come in our neighborhood.
What you would be used to. I'm used to us playing a record. In the record.
A record?
Yes, the music. Christmas music.
You are not as old as me. Since when do you put a record on a turntable?
A record, not that kind of record. Damn, Kelly.
A record on a turntable?
I said a record.
I'm looking at you like you come from outer space. You're 20 years older than me. I'm as old as your mama, okay?
I can see if I say, well, I put on the score. Okay, no, I said a record as the music.
I'm like, wait a minute here. You put on records in your house?
Ancient times.
Well, maybe
it's like a record.
Ancient times.
You got a turntable?
Excuse me,
yes,
record.
They have digital turntables now.
Ancient. What are you saying? Okay, we'll go on.
You're the one that threw age out there like that. I was talking about music. Just regular music. You put your music on, and it gets you in the spirit. Nothing gets me in the spirit. You know what gets... Okay, and I mean...
Ain't no 25 Days of Christmas movie put me in the spirit.
I mean, it's not necessarily 25 Days of Christmas that puts you in the spirit, but it brings back memories of what you were doing during these times of the holidays and the shows that you watch with your family and what you want to, kind of add.
I know.
To
well,
it
seems, Junior, you have a very different view of holidays than I do.
Guess so. I mean, you got a pocket full of sunshine over there. You just pull it out when you say, I stay ready. I stay in the holiday spirit. I am engulfed in the holiday spirit.
Listen, I do that because it was so miserable for me when I was a kid. So it's like, it's the opposite. We didn't watch movies in my house. Anything fantastical was not happening in our house. Like, none of that. Like, it took forever for, this is another subject, but Disney movies didn't exist in my house because my mom had something against Disney. That's a good subject for us.
I'm not going to talk about Disney.
Let's change it. Let's change it. Yeah, well, you might have that. That's another subject we haven't touched.
That is another topic for another day because we ain't going to go down the Disney
as usual, we're going down rabbit holes right now.
But going back to the Santas and the ideal of putting a race with seasons.
Yes, viewers, agree or disagree. And I'm not calling all this like debate, but I want to know.
The real question is, does it matter to you?
Doesn't matter if he's white or black
or white? If it's represented, elves. Do you want elves on the shelf to be black? Hey, funny note. Shout out to Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
on the stoop.
It's just Snoop on a scoop.
Snoop on a stoop.
Snoop on a stoop.
Martha on a mantle.
Martha, and I know we're not like, but I always think me and Junior are very much like that. I don't know why, but it's a dynamic that works. It really does. But yeah, that's pretty funny. I went into Walmart and it's all there. And also, if you want a Dolly Christmas, that's there too.
They did have some Dolly. You know what?
It's good.
Dolly Parton has pancakes, y'all.
She has everything at Walmart.
It is a beautiful pink box of pancakes, and I just was like, interesting.
Are the pancakes pink?
No, they're not pink.
Oh,
but the box is pink.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been thoroughly excited if the pancakes came out to be pink too.
My friend loves Dolly Parton.
Shout out to Dolly.
Dolly.
Gotta love Dolly.
Okay, Dolly. All right, so white versus black Santa. Let us know what you think.
Yeah. Hit us up with that because I didn't know that there was race to this thing. I never put race with it.
I don't look at it as race. Okay, we're gonna go on and on and on. It's just really not race. It's more like Is Santa
preference.
black or is he white? For real, not
Well,
made up.
That's no, whoa. We can't lay that question out for them. Santa's not real, so we can't say is he definitely black or white, because if that's the case, again, you Santa, I'm Santa, so he can be whatever color you want.
Everybody's fucking
But
Santa.
yeah, they technically
Okay.
are. I mean, well, listen.
I get it.
When you identify a fat white man jumping down your chimney, I bet you won't be talking about presents. You're gonna be calling the police. 'Cause that is a thief or a killer coming to your fucking house. Okay,
It's the killer.
It's the killer.
It's the killer.
Exactly. So everybody knows.
The killer can be Santa.
The killer
Yes.
definitely can be Santa. I mean, and that gives me what is his name? Krampus.
Oh.
Krampus is the evil version of Santa.
Yes, we went to a haunted house.
So
I told you about that.
I love a good Krampus, But again, it's all about ideology and preference. It's all about preference. And again, shout out to everybody that is representing the black Santas, the black elves.
Absolutely.
Stay alive.
I mean,
Look,
I do the
have to
same. If
represent for us,
I was
apparently.
black, I'd bring black Santa into my house.
That's some bullshit.
But
I'm black and I'm not bringing nothing black in.
That's because Santa's white.
I'm just like, because it doesn't matter.
Circular.
See, we'll never get over it.
I know. That's why we wanted to bring it.
We're going to leave it on y'all.
Yes.
Since we can't find nothing to agree on, we're going to throw the argument to you guys so that y'all can be confused.
Honestly, I think a black Santa would be pretty awesome because he'd be full of soul. As it is right now, the white Santa.
I mean, the white one, he's jolly, he's happy.
He ain't. He's like a little predator. He's like a predator.
Not a predator. Why? Wait, whoa. Where does Santa become a predator?
Well, it feels like he's a predator because any white guy who wants to have little kids sit on his lap is just nasty.
I have to correct you because see, I read a story about Santa who don't play. Because this Santa, drum roll, whooped ass. Okay, this Santa whooped ass.
And was he white?
She sat down on his lap, cute little girl, and told Santa her wish. And it instantly came true because Santa and his elves whooped that dad's ass, okay? So it was said that the dad was doing something inappropriate with the child, and the child's Christmas
this is
wish
getting
was,
real deep, Junior.
Hey, let this stop happening. I wish this would stop happening. And Santa said, say less. And soon, he didn't even have to do it himself. It was like aromatics because the elves just immediately got the signal.
Them elves. Were they black or what?
They were white.
Oh, ooh.
Right. The plot thickens, okay? So it's some white on white crime going on. And then on top of this white Santa. But again, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Christmas
it really doesn't.
Christmas,
It's just a topic. It's kind of fun to talk about.
I just thought it was interesting, that people really are so pressed about it, though. So, don't do that.
So watch out for any Santas in your neighborhood who are looking to go down your chimney, because we know that ain't right.
I mean, if anything's coming to your chimney,
don't let it be the killer.
Don't check what it is. That's the first thing. Just call it for it. But all right, you guys.
All right.
For another day and another time.
Another day, another
stay
time.
Vigilant.
Watch out for the killer.